Leeds United faced off against Leicester City tonight in a match that we all knew would be big. We all knew that it would either help Leeds United's momentum or kill it dead, and it threatened to do the first of the two for a very long time, and then it did the second. It very much helped Leeds United. So you might notice I'm recording a little bit differently. I've not got StreamYard available to me right now, so I'm just sort of going in blind in terms of this video, but being at the ground, I feel like I need to talk about this. And yeah, let's dive into it. First up, I want to talk about the first half, where it felt like we struggled a bit. And I think one of the main reasons that we struggled was defensively, Archie Gray isn't as fast as Mavididi. Very few players are. And I think we discovered as the game went on, we found ways of dealing with him. We made sure that Gray was already set a little bit deeper, so we didn't need to chase him down. But that was the cause of a lot of the issues. Leicester City were able to hit hard on the transition, which is what we really wanted to do, but weren't able to. And the fact that they hit as hard on the transition meant they could score one and then sit deep. And once they're sat deep, that means that we have to try and play up, we have to try and build, and we have to try and cause them problems by committing players forwards, and then they can hit us on the transition again and again and again. And I think that we were lucky to not be more than one goal down at points, but I'm not going to have bad vibes in this video. This is a good vibes only video, because I'm very happy right now. It's a very good match, very good limbs. I'm so tired, and you could probably tell that my voice is going. Also, I think a stat side, I think I scuffed my head when we were celebrating one of the goals. I've only just noticed that now. Anyway, and that sort of combined with the fact that aggressively we weren't as good going forwards in the first half. You had Piru, who was unable to sort of find the space to get a shot off. Somerville and Nonto unable to get in behind. And this is where I'm going to go into the second half very quickly, because I want to talk about what went well in this game. And primarily, I think the first thing you have to look at is Daniel Farke's substitutions. First pair of substitutions, Patrick Bamford, Dan James, immediately changed the game in a positive way. So Dan James comes on for Willie Nonto. Nonto, who's doing his floating across wing to wing, trying to find a little bit of space, because at this point Leicester City are playing 6 at the back, 3 in front and a striker. Occasionally one of the 3 will push forward, they'll try and press a little bit, but we'll see whether or not that worked for them, won't we? And when Dan James came on the pitch, he changed things a little bit, because Willie Nonto likes being technical with his feet. He likes trying to sort of do some tricks and confuse defender. It's not what Dan James does. Dan James receives the ball and goes, right, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to outrun you. And there's nothing you can do about it. And he just found the opportunity to dribble into a little bit of space, play a 1-2, and create another chance. And Patrick Bamford was similarly direct, not in the way that he dribbled, but in the way that he used possession. So Patrick Bamford, in this instance, the first time, or first 1 or 2 times he got the ball, he was at the edge of the box on his right foot, which is his weaker foot, and you're thinking, you're not going to shoot from there, you don't do that. And he makes the direct decision and just has a go. And I think that was really good, because it changed the way that they had to defend. They couldn't just do the whole, okay, so we'll just sort of stay in the way-ish, not give you an open shot on goal, but you're not going to shoot because you're going to try and play around us, because Piru was doing that. Nonto was doing that. To an extent, Somerville was still doing that all the way to the end. And they were unable to just consistently keep that up, because Bamford was saying, well, no, I'll just have a shot, because you're giving me enough space to do that. You're standing off me, so I don't do a trick. But that's not who I am. And that helped quite a lot. It changed the shape of the game. It meant we could get more aggressive. And another thing that definitely helped the way that we were attacking was bringing on Connor Roberts. It meant Archie Gray slid over to the left wing, and weirdly, there were a couple of things that changed. It meant that Connor Roberts was on the right-hand side, who is, I think, a little bit better aggressively than Archie Gray. You'll find him, in terms of average position, a little bit higher up. It meant that we were more defensively solid on the left, because a couple of times Firpo had slips, he had trips, and that's completely normal. Sometimes you can't help falling over a little bit, but it's still not good. And if you can do anything to stop that, including switch Archie Gray over to the left-hand side, then you do it. You make sure that things improve a little bit. And that definitely happened. And we saw the first benefit of that when Connor Roberts dived down the right flank as Jorginho Rute was making that nice little dribble, and found himself in the perfect spot to score that first goal. Spectacular finish as well. Absolutely wonderful. And that was, I think, our one goal that wasn't somehow deflected, and I think it nutmegged Wout Faes on the way through, which was absolutely brilliant. Well, that sort of set the momentum going for our comeback, and there's something Enzo Maresca said after the match. Maresca said Leeds United are mentally the stronger team, and this is where that started to kick in. We've scored a goal, we're back in the game. So, if you're Leicester, ideally you don't fall apart here, you don't concede a second goal, and you keep yourself in the competition. Because at 1-1, you can still win. There's a pretty good chance because there's 10 minutes of the game left, but that isn't what happened. Leicester got a little bit desperate, a little bit overstretched, and you'll notice that for Archie Gray's goal, he's in so much space because they're not paying as much attention to defending as they were beforehand because they're thinking, shit, how can we get back in the lead? They're panicking. And that's why Gray finds himself in so much room, has a shot, and I think it's harsh that it's been given as an own goal because the first deflection takes it away from being on target, the second puts it back on target. But either way, Archie Gray said that he's not bothered, he's going to get plenty of chances to score goals for Leeds United, and he got the moment. Fantastic. And then once it was 2-1, that's where you notice that Leicester head started to go. There was that shoulder charge from Dan James down in the corner on, I think it was Ricardo Pereira. Knocked him to the ground. Pereira was like, well, that's a foul. And Dan James does something clever here. Very shithousey, but very clever. And realises that Ricardo Pereira is booked. So, just sort of kicks the ball in. And if this happened to us, we'd be livid. We'd be screaming. We'd be saying, well, no, get him off. But Dan James just boots the ball at Pereira's chest, and Pereira reacts exactly how you want him to, if you're Dan James. And Pereira's like a senior player for Leicester. He is one of their leaders. He's one of the people who, if you're looking for mentality, you look to Pereira. But Dan James has him rattled like that. And it's that level of shithousing that I think was a fundamental part of us winning that game, because it meant that we were able to get in their heads and stop them from coming back into the game. Then we scored a third. That was very nice. Dan James fires in a free kick. Apparently Dan James and Bamford both wanted to take it, so I guess they both had a part in the goal anyway. But off Bamford's knee, goes in, 3-1. And the limbs afterwards were absolutely spectacular. I might attach a couple of videos that I took after this video. I was going to do a big vlog, but that sort of fell apart when things got really, really good. So I'll just pop in various bits of video here and there. But I really enjoyed that. That was a very, very fun game. In terms of other notes, Grove is obscenely impressive. The amount of running he does, the amount of slide tackles he puts in is perfection. We need to learn that we can be comfortable in possession without having to try and force an opportunity, because there was someone around me who, every time we did the passing around the back thing, got mad. But every time we played a through ball that didn't pay off, got mad. I feel like there's a middle ground where you can make your mind up and think, situationally, what's the best thing to do here? And I feel like as a fan base, if we get more comfortable with the fact that we can have the ball and not be forcing a chance every single time, that'd be wonderful. But yeah, for me, I think my personal man of the match has to be Return. He won the free kick for Dan James's goal. He set up Roberts's, got an assist for Archie Gray's goal. It's not going to go down as an assist, but it definitely should do. And although he struggled in the first half, he struggled at executing chance creation. And in a half of football where we were really struggling to do any of that, the fact that he was forcing chances meant that we were doing at least something. In terms of the goal conceded, that's Nonto losing his man at a corner. That's unfortunate. But that's going to happen. You're going to get little mistakes here and there. We've conceded 2 goals since the new year. 2 goals in 9 in the league. Is it 9? Is it 8? I can't remember. We've got lots of wins in a row. But looking at our performances against fellow top 3 sides, we've won every single match. On average, we're scoring 3 a game, and I think we're on incredible form right now. And I think we're going to end up hopefully promoted, and there is a genuine conversation to be had about winning the league if we can keep this up a little bit more. And honestly, on our form, I think we beat Chelsea. But that's a conversation to be had later on, because it is currently midnight. I will be putting this video out in the morning when it makes a little bit more sense to. But I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you've enjoyed the video at any point. Comment down below, let me know what you thought about the game, and like the video, and I will see you later. God, I'm so tired. I feel like I've been eating nettles. My throat hurts so badly. I'll make that my word to comment if you've gotten this far. Nettles. See you later.